Hey everyone, it is Hunter Fireflower, and in today's video, I'll be doing a quick summary of Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi Prisoner of Bogan number 4. So if you haven't seen the previous videos, you definitely should go see those. I'll leave a card up, and I'll also put the link in the description, but you definitely should go watch those other videos if you want to watch this one. You're going to be so confused. So in the last comic, we saw Daegon Lok with his Force Saber. Xesh is a little apprehensive. All of our Journeyers and Rangers are getting owned by Daegon Lok and Xesh. So what's going to happen now? On the cover, we see Hawk and Daegon Lok fighting. Is someone going to die? We'll find out. We're back over here on Nox with Rory, Shae, and Hawk. And Shae is just angry. She's so upset. And she's trying to sense Xesh through the Force. And Rory's like, can you sense him here or not? I mean, Master Katu told you could sense him. You better, come on, girl. We gotta go. We have to find him. And then all of a sudden, she's able to sense him. Then they're going to track Xesh down. Meanwhile, not too far, we see Daegon and Xesh at this cantina, Scragg's Cantina, and then we see Daegon Lok as this hooded figure, basically saying, oh look, it's all of Queen Hadia's great generals from the Depot Wars, the Twi'lek Bako. We also have Deadly Sri Lan and Brutal Gavinar. He's literally just going around the table naming everyone. And then also we have Kahun Dam, this guy with the eye patch. Kahun Dam goes on to basically say, you know, listen, buddy, the Depot Wars were 10 years ago. We're not the same people anymore. Just let it be, let it be. And we see Daegon Lok saying it will never be over, and he removes his hood, and everyone is like, kill him in the Queen's honor. He's a murderer, Daegon Lok. And they're about to kill him with these knives and blasters and everything, and Daegon Lok uses his Force Saber, and as well as Xesh, to disarm them. Bako goes on to say, oh, he's not a Jihadi anymore. He was exiled to Bogan. The Jihadi will never let you go. And then we have Sri Lan over here, and she's like, oh, it's Daegon Lok, you know, after the Depot Wars, no one will let us go on their planets except here. And she basically goes on to say, you know, we're stranded here. Typhon won't let us anywhere. Daegon Lok just basically says, let's go back to Shikakwa, I believe is how you pronounce it. That's the underworld planet. And he tries to rally them up and say, let's go make an army. We can take back Nox. You know, Nox did not forget its promise to Queen Hadia. We're going to take Typhon. We're going to destroy the Jihadi. And then Sri Lan over here again says, you know, listen, Daegon Lok, honey, that was a long time ago. We lost. We lost. It's over. And Daegon says, nope, this time it is going to be different. Bako then goes on to say, you know, killed Queen Hadia. You're the one that killed her. Now, since you killed her, our entire plan failed because of you. And Daegon Lok says, it's not going to fail this time because I will be leading you instead, and we are going to take Typhon. Daegon Lok continues on with his plan, saying, Queen Hadia wanted to kill all the Jedi. However, I am going to save the Jedi. He wants to become the new, Jedi Grand Master, and he's going to change the Jihadi forever. We then see Vinar. He has the white hair, and he says, why don't you just kill all the Jedi? Let's be done with this. Just kill them all. Daegon Lok then goes on to say, no, we can't kill all the Jihadi. We need to keep them for my darker part of my vision, which is basically the Rakata coming to kill everyone in the Typhon system. Then the generals are just like, you want us to follow you based off of vision? And Daegon's like, you will understand. You will follow me. And basically gives them this ultimatum of like, hey, if you don't follow me, I'm just going to kill you. And then Xesh senses someone through the Force, and we can assume that it's probably Shae since they have this Force bond going on. And he senses that Shae is tracking him. Hawk Row then walks up and storms into the cantina, and once he gets into the cantina, there's tons of blasters on him, and all the generals are basically saying, hey, you're not welcome here. Oh, because of your brother Ox, we cannot return back home. You are the main reason why we're stuck here on Nox. Hawk is just like, no, the real reason why you're stuck here on Nox is because of your war crimes. They shoot at Hawk, but he jumps through the window using the Force, and he escapes all of their blaster bolts. And then we see Shae and Rory chasing Daegon Lok and Xesh because they ran away while this whole fight was taking place. Daegon Lok and Xesh then decide that they should probably split up so that they both can't be followed. And then Shae is going to chase Xesh while the others go chase Daegon Lok. We then see Hawk and Daegon Lok face to face, and Daegon Lok's basically like, you're my Jihadi brother. Aren't you going to be on my team? You know, you saw that vision. We share a destiny. You have one of the Force sabers too. My vision's coming true. And then Hawk's just going on saying there was no Force vision. You're just insane. It drove us mad. You need to come back to Bogan type of thing. And of course, Daegon Lok says no. Daegon then decides to fall off the edge, but it was actually just a ruse, and it was just like a little force illusion thing, and Daegon Lok is actually back on his ship. So Hawk just literally fell for a force illusion, and he realizes what an idiot he is. Then we see Shae over here chasing Xesh, and she's just chasing him over these barrels, jumping across all these buildings, and eventually she gets up to him and knocks him out. Xesh goes on to say, like, I don't want to fight you. If we fight, it's going to be to the death, and I know I'm going to kill you. You need to run away. I don't want to have to kill you. And Shae is not having any of it. She's like, you killed my friend. I trusted you and you killed my friend. And she is super, super, super angry. Xesh once again just says, walk away. I don't want to kill you. You can tell he literally doesn't want to kill her, and I think it's because he has a thing for Shae, but we'll keep seeing if he does have a thing for Shae. We then see them begin to fight, and Xesh, once again, he keeps saying, stop, walk away, and Shae will not relent, and then eventually something starts rumbling the ground, and they get off balance, and it's a strange tentacle monster thing that comes up from the ground and takes Shae, and Xesh just is watching, and eventually it starts to bring Shae under into this weird swampy nuclear-looking water, and then Xesh dives in after her to save her, and he uses the force to stop its heart, and he saves Shae once again. Xesh just carries her away and brings her back to his ship. And then we see Rory driving the spaceship and Hawk on his little speeder, and they're driving, trying to meet up with Daegon Lok because Hawk knows exactly where he's going to go. And then he gets a call from sek'nos basically saying, hey, I'm alive, dude. How's everyone? We're over here on Kalimar. We're trying to take out Xesh and Daegon Lok, and they're going to be heading to Kakwa because he's going to try and form an army. We then skip over back to Typhon to the temple of Karkesh, or we see Tasha as well as Master Ku and Rajavari, and they're bringing him the holocron of Master Anang over here, and Rajavari is able to open the holocron and basically ask Master Anang about the history of the Rakata, and this time Master Anang doesn't have PTSD and turns off the holocron. He actually tells them the entire story of the Rakata. Master Anang just basically says the Rakata are this pestilence that the Kwa people unleashed, and their people are the main reason why the Rakata are this force to begin with. He then goes on to tell him about how these infinity gates were across the galaxy, and they're traveling through them, helping other civilizations, and eventually the Kwa people came into contact with the Rakata, and they were just this primitive force. They just had regular swords, they didn't have any type of space travel. However, the force was very strong with them, and in particular, the dark side of the force. The Kwa people then gave the Rakatan people all of the technology and information they needed for space travel and to develop their civilization. However, the Rakatan used this information to use towards evil. And he goes on to say, out of all of their travels across the galaxy, they'd never seen any species that they have encountered that is able to conquer and destroy as much as the Rakatan. And also, apparently the Rakata will cannibalize their own people. I'm not sure if that's just propaganda that he's trying to say, these guys are really jacked up and they're strange and evil, or is that actually true? It then goes on to say the Rakatan had no care for the Force. They only delved in the dark side of the Force. They used only that form alone, and they used this type of aggression and dark side energies to basically conquer the entire galaxy and create the infinite empire. All the planets they targeted to destroy or to conquer were always very rich in force energy with force users, and he goes on to basically say how they would capture these force users and harness that type of energy to power their warships. Master 9 then goes on how the Rakata asked the Kwa people how to use the infinity gates, how to use these gates to traverse the entire galaxy. The Kwa people said, no, we're not going to tell you. And the Rakata obviously did not like that, and they started a war with the Kwa people and eventually started to decimate them and basically conduct a mass genocide of the Kwa people, and eventually the Kwa destroyed the Infinity Gate, preventing the Rakata from further traveling the universe and conquering the entire place. After this fight, the Kwa people then went from Hypergate to Hypergate, and they began systematically destroying them to prevent the Rakata from ever finding another one. And then after all of that, the Kwa people then traveled to their homeworld of Dathomir, and a few other people stayed on Typhon, where they just basically sat there, just hoping that they stopped the Rakatan Empire. But they obviously didn't. We then see that Master Anon goes on to say that the Rakata are this huge, terrible force, and I'm sorry, if they start attacking your planet, you are going to lose because no one has yet beat the Rakatan Empire. All the Masters are here just like, what are we gonna do? And Master Katu then goes on to say the ship that they brought to Typhon that we all felt that tremor in the force was a scouting ship, and there's going to be more to come. And then they basically say Lok's vision is coming true. We have to gather the Rangers and protect Typhon because Lok was correct, and we are going to have to go to war with the Rakatan Empire. So anyways, guys, that's it for this video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment of what you liked about the video. Or if you want to see other content, please leave a comment and tell me what you want to see next. Please subscribe as well if you want to see my other videos or have like notifications. Please hit the bell. It'll notify you whenever I upload a video. I make content regarding legends and canon, so if you want to see content similar to this or completely different, it's all on my page. I have it organized in playlists depending on the timeline you want to watch, all the way from pre-Republic to actually post New Hope and all the way up to Kylo Ren and all of that fun stuff. So if you want to see those videos, check them out. But anyways, guys, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay frosty.